Go back 120 years. 120 years ago, you want to do adding and subtracting. Well, you'll do long adding and subtracting. If you were really clever and you're really rich, you would have a French arithmeter. But if you really wanted to do a lot of arithmetic, you're kind of stuck. Hans Egli, 1894, 1895 in Switzerland, came up with an absolutely wonderful device, a calculator called the Millionaire. It'll not only add, it'll multiply, it'll divide, it'll even subtract. So it's a 4-function calculator. It has handles on either side. I can lift this up. And it only weighs 60 or 70 pounds. A portable calculator smaller than a piano. You can't get cooler than that. Let's try to just add 3. Crank this around once. 3. Once is 3. Again, 3 plus 3 is 6. Again, 9. And then 12. 15, 18, 21. Okay, so every time I want to add a number, I crank this around once. I crank it around once. Every time I want to add, let's try something slightly more complex. Let's set this to 14,600,531. So this is 14,637,531. Okay, I'll add this once. Okay, the answer is 14,637,531. Again, this number plus itself, 29,275,000. Again. So each time I add this, I've now multiplied this by 3. 14,637,531 times 3 is 43,912,593. Not bad. It adds, and by successive addition, I can just crank around, add one more time, add again, and go, oh yeah. Yeah, big deal. The cool thing, the absolute wonderful thing about the Millionaire machine is it has one crank multiplication. I can multiply a big number by a single digit in one turn. Let's do a reset. I'll set to multiply. So I'll multiply this big number, instead of by 1, I'll multiply it by 7. 7 times this number will wind up down here. Crank it around one time, one single crank. This big number, 14,637,000 times 7 is 102,462,717. But watch this. Instead of multiplying by 7, let's multiply by 74. One turn. One turn. Now, let's make this big number times 749. We should pick up a 9 over here. One turn. 14 million blah 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 times 749 is 10,963,510,719. So we're already into the billions. And let's multiply once more by 6. Single turn, 14,637,531 times 7,496 is 109,722,932,376. All that multiplying required just 4 turns of this, because this Millionaire has built into it a read-only memory that knows the multiply tables. It knows that 7 times 2 is 14. This thing knows that 1 times 7 is 7. It knows that 8 times 4 is 32. Brady, can I take him upstairs? Brady says it's okay for me to show you the read-only memory. Come over here. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Okay, guys, I actually have 2 of these. This one I'm repairing. Boy, there's a lot to fix inside of it. This is the multiply unit. Come on out. All milled by hand out of brass. Along here is the read-only memory, is the multiply table put in brass. It'll multiply any 1 digit. Essentially, it knows that 0 times anything is 0. It knows that 1 times anything is itself, all the way up to 9. It knows its tables from 0 to 9. It knows the 9's table. Here's the 0 table, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 9. So maybe I can show this. By bringing this over here and turning this, you'll see these levers engage with the table. Right now, if I want to multiply by 0, you'll notice nothing engages with this. Multiplying by 1, I'll multiply by 2, let's multiply by 9. Crank this all the way over here, and the bottom row of fingers will push along here and register 9 times each of these digits to bring them down into the results table. Absolutely amazing! I'm blown away. In Switzerland, 120 years ago, people had the smarts to figure out how to build the predecessor to today's computers. I got 2 of them about 35 years ago, 38 years ago in Buffalo, New York. A bank was closing up. I was at the auction. I paid a good penny for this. It was considered to be worth its weight in brass. Yep, I paid $75 for it, which was about how much the brass was worth. I made it even more portable by mounting it on wheels so that I can close it up and take it wherever I wish. Next time I need to multiply, add, subtract, or divide, I know just how to go to now the cost of this is the chiropractic bills of carrying it. Whatever it's worth on eBay would be subtracted by the shipping costs of something that weighs 50, 75, 100 pounds.